With the singing of the national anthem, that takes us right here to our first pitch. After a little bit of warm-ups, you'll be seeing your WCBL action right here on FloCollege. I'm Curtis Collins, joining you for the Brooks Bombers game day here at Elks Field. It is going to be the Bombers coming off a little road trip to Sylvan Lake in a 4-game series, facing off against the Okotoks Dawgs. Okotoks did in fact just have a extra innings thriller that they were able to come out on top. Okotoks right now sitting at 11-3, and the Bombers at 2-9. We'll see what both these teams have in store here at Elks Field. Should expect plenty of action, lots of explosive fireworks, and, well, for lack of a better word, bombs. And let's hope it's from the Bombers here on their home ballpark. We got a good crowd tonight here, and they want some stuff to cheer for, so I'm excited for the action myself. On the mound is going to be Adams for the Brooks Bombers. The lineup when they come up to bat is going to be McAllister, Perry, and Jeffcoats. Nakano, Bain, Steyr, Couture, Fernandez, Pinheiro, and then Jenkins. For the Dawgs, it's Kraus, Sanchez, Kiefman, Croson, Lusk, Crowell, Kuiper, Maud, and Griffin. As we're just about to be ready for our action here. Coming up to the plate is Kraus.
Tonight's opening pitch is brought to you by Grounded Electric. Fully licensed and insured electricians, experience in industrial applications, commercial buildings, residential, and agricultural applications. We'd like to thank Grounded Electric for bringing you tonight's opening pitch. Now, stepping to the plate is the center fielder, number 5, Aiden Kraus.
We'll see how the left-handed Adams does here against the right-handed Kraus to start off our game. First pitch swung on, popped up. McAllister ranging back on as this is hit dead center. Just not very deep for the first out of our game.
Now stepping to the plate, the shortstop, number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
Sanchez making his way up now. The second straight righty that Adams is going to face off against. And you can see it on your screen there, Adams. A unique approach there on the mound. He has himself all the way to his right, our left here, side of the rubber. His first pitch to the second batter of the game is a ball on the outside. We'll see how Adams decides to attack here. Just missing the strike zone with his second pitch of the at-bat. A definite reaction coming out of the crowd here. We'll see if he can log back in, find his spot here. That's Pinheiro behind the dish catching for the Bombers, calling the pitches. Another outside pitch, starting Sanchez off 3-0 here. Sanchez so far this season, 11 strikeouts, 10 walks for a .424 on base percentage. And he will start him with a walk here. That's a 4-pitch walk. Sanchez not having that bat ever leave his shoulder. Will make his way down to first base now.
Now batting, right fielder, number 33, Jordan Kiefman.
As Kiefman making his way up, the first lefty that Adams is going to get to see. We'll see how his approach here changes facing off in a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Ball outside on a sweeping pitch there. He does have to deal with Sanchez at first, and Sanchez has some speed over there.
Okay, there you go.
We'll see how he approaches this. Of course, that left-hander, we could see some quick pickoff moves from him, but instead enters the windup and will find the strike zone with a beautifully located pitch right there. Dancing around that outside in the lefty-lefty matchup. Kiefman, the right fielder for the Dawgs here, might have to offer out something. The 1-1 pitch. That's down in the zone. That's down out of the zone. 2-1 now as Adams looks in, gets his sign. After walking the last batter he sees, he's got to stay locked in here. Stay focused on the next pitch. He will not locate the zone on that one. Again, 3-1 here with just one out in the top half of our first inning. Well, we've seen this first inning here at Elks Field be particularly lucrative for both teams involved. We've seen both the Dawgs and Gulls get some runs here, but we've also seen the Bombers do much of the same. The 3-1 pitch swung on. That's going to be flied out. Well out of play towards the left field side.
Make sure you return the foul balls to the West S watering hole to get yourself a Bombers buck and get entered into a drawing for a Wilson A2000 at the end of the season.
Got a full count on our hands now. We'll see what Adams is able to get out of this as that swung on, chopped to the second baseman, McAllister. He's going to pick up and throw over to one. Did not have time to turn two, but will get the for sure out. Keefen will advance the base runner, but that's all he's going to get out of it.
Now stepping to the plate, the third baseman, number 10, Connor Croson.
Croson coming up now, and he's been getting on base at a good clip here. 15 walks to 11 strikeouts. Go along with his 17 RBI so far this season. That is a team leading for the Dawgs. Adams starting off outside, forcing Pierre to come up out of his stance to collect that one. We'll see how Adams decides to attack here. How he locks back in. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs so far. Sanchez dancing behind Adams there on second base, and it will not get in his head. Finding the strike zone there with a beautiful pitch, making this a 1-1 count now. We'll see if Adams has more of that. Adams gets the signy legs as he enters the windup. Sanchez running, Pinheiro throw down. Not able to get the throw in time. Look close there. Adams, of course, with 2 outs. Gets the strike on the board. Now finding himself in a 1-2 count. And if he's able to get the put away, that stolen base will not matter. Adams ready with the pitch. Doesn't find the strike zone, but a close call. Some oohs and ahs coming out of the crowd here. Evening up our count now, 2 apiece. We'll see how Adams approaches this with the 2-2. He's been catching that outside part of the play quite often against the right-handed Croson. As he is ready with the pitch down in the dirt.
Good block there, Pinheiro.
Pinheiro is able to get his body in front of that one, keeping it right in front of the plate. Of course, dealing with that speedy Sanchez over on third base. He can't give him any distance to run, any grounds here, as he's chatting it up with Stair Couture, our third baseman this evening. Outside. His second walk of the inning here, as we'll see how Adams finds the zone as the game progresses. Still 2 outs on the board. Runners on the corners now. We'll see how he decides to handle the incoming challenge. As Lusk is making his way up now, the catcher this evening for the Okotoks Dawgs. The second left-handed bat that Adams is going to have to deal with here in the order for the Dawgs. These lefty-on-lefty matchups are going to be quite interesting. So far, he got a ground out to second. As that's hit into center field, it's the first pitch that Lusk will see, and it is going to be a big RBI single. The Dawgs starting off 1-0 in this one. First pitch he sees, and he swings at just catching the Brooks Bombers outfield a little too deep here.
Now stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 44, Nash Crowell.
Lusk is swinging a good bat so far in his 9 games played. No surprises there. He'll pick up his 6th RBI on the season. A 2-1 walk to strikeout rate. As now it's going to be Crowell making his way up. 3 home runs so far this season for Nash Kroll. All 3 of them coming in the same game here at Elks Field. Adams' first pitch out of the strike zone. We'll see how he attacks here. Definitely doesn't want to give him anything to hit. As outside the zone, Pinheiro's frame job not enough to get that ball over and overturn that call. Looking out in the outfield for the Brooks Bombers, you're seeing all 3 guys practically a step or 2 away from the warning track. As that's big, swing and a miss there. Adams finds himself in the count yet again here, 2-1. Yeah, you can tell the Bombers are respecting the power of Kroll here. You can see Perry standing in the shallowest part of the outfield over at shortstop. Of course, 2 outs now, 1 away from ending this top half of the inning, as that's hit hard past the third base and shortstop for the Brooks Bombers, as sending the runner from second base is going to result in a big RBI single yet again here. 2 in a row for the Okotoks Dawgs. Making this a 2-run ball game for the Dogs so far. Pinheiro coming all the way out to the mound to have a quick discussion before facing off against the left fielder, Kuiper. 2 hits, 2 runs because of 2 big walks given up here.
Now center plate is the left fielder, number 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
And you're seeing a lot of clutch hitting on the field here by the Okotoks Dawgs. They've been able to get all this done with 2 outs on the board already. They pop out to second and a 4-3 ground out. McAllister has been rather busy out in the field. Adams with his first pitch of the new at-bat. That's going to be up out of the zone, 1-0 now. We'll see what Adams has in store here as he waits, gets the sign. Sees what he likes as he enters the windup. Swung on and fouled back. That's going to get Adams right into this count again, 1-1 here. Adams taking a deep breath. We'll see how he handles the pressure here. A runner in scoring position behind him. And the threat of Kuiper, as the left-handed pitcher for the Bombers gets ready. Cannot find the strike zone yet again. That one just up. It was very close there. You hear a little bit of laughter and a little bit of booing from the crowd here.
Okay, here you go.
Adams is still getting used to the strike zone here. We'll see what he's set to deliver, as that one is hit sharply to the third base side, and it will get through, sending the runner in scoring position as Jenkins' throw going to Derry as he throws over to 2 and will get the out to end the inning. The runner will score, making it 3-0 here, but the Bombers will pick up a heads up out to find their way to the bottom half of our first. Here on Flow Sports, don't go anywhere. Bombers action. We'll be right back.
McAllister.
Maverick McAllister coming up now to lead off the bottom of the first inning here on FloCollege. Thank you so much for joining us for the home game for the Brooks Bombers. The left-handed McAllister is going to be facing off against the right-handed Brabeck on the mound for the Dawgs. First pitch he sees, strike, just catch that outside part of the plate. McAllister now knows what he has to deal with. We'll see how he adjusts here. He's been swinging a hot bat so far for the Bombers as the second pitch he sees up out of play.
There's another Play Alberta foul ball. Make sure to return that to the West Saskatchewan goal for your Bombers, bud.
So far this season, McAllister is 15 hits. They lead the team. As the righty on lefty matchup continues, he'll swing on that one, pop it up. Shortstop calling off the rest of the Dawgs as Sanchez will make the catch. A pop out to short to start the game for the Brooks Bombers bats.
Now stepping in late for the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Perry making his way up now, one of the power threats in the Bombers lineup. One of the three men with 2 bombs on the season. We'll see what he does in the 2-hole here, the shortstop for Brooks. As the first pitch he sees, a strike there. Beautiful work there by Lusk to bring that ball in and frame it up perfectly. Swinging on the second pitch he sees, fouled straight down. That's going to be an 0-2 count here to Perry early, and so far Brabeck's found himself in 2 straight 0-2 counts.
Come on, Gage, like you can, kid. Look at the one you want. Just relax, buddy. Relax.
We'll see how Adams protects now. 0-2 with Brabeck's pitch making its way in. He swings at that, the breaking ball. He'll get to it in just enough time. He was laid on it, fouling it off towards the third base side. That one going in one of the extra fields here at Elks Park. We'll see now the righty-righty matchup and how it ensues. Swung on, hit in the air softly to left center as that ball will bounce on the warning track, make its way to the wall as Perry will get aboard with a double. Great piece of hitting there by Perry. He slowed that swing down and made sure he got to it at the perfect time, and that he did.
Now batting your right fielder, number 1, Galen Jeffcoats.
As now Jeff Coates making his way up. One of the guys that the team really trusts with the bat in his hand, hitting .317 so far this season. He's had some exceptional games here at Oakfield. We'll see if tonight is one of those. First pitch he sees from Brabeck swinging at. Not able to get to it. Seeing a lot of good stuff from Brabeck for the Dawgs so far. He's been pounding that strike zone so far. The right-hander's pitch coming in as Jeff Coates hits that hard to the right field side. Camped under it is Keefman, able to make the grab. That's just about 5 feet away from yanking its way over the fence. Will end up being a sac fly for Jeff Coates, advancing Perry to third base. And for a guy like Nakano coming up, that's plenty good.
Now stepping in plate, the designated hitter, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
Nakano's just got to put something in play here where he's able to beat it out, and the Bombers will find their way right back into this one. Nakano's been swinging a hot bat all year, getting on base 45% of the time so far. We'll see how he and Brabeck face off as that's in the dirt. Perry making his way down. Lusk holding the ball, and Perry will be the first run of the game for the Bombers. Not exactly how you draw it up, but you get the runs however you can. Perry heads up base running. And now Nakano up, 2 balls, no strikes, and well, opportunity still here. Swung on, hit hard on the third baseline, but just foul, not touching that bag and just skipping around the line. 1-1 count here to Nakano. Of course, the first pitch he saw skipping by the catcher Lusk. Swinging hard, going down to one knee. Making that one a 1-2 count now. Braybeck continues to pound the zone, and look at him on your screen there. Ready to go as Nakano taking his time. 1-2 with 2 outs on the board. Well, up out of the zone, it's going to make it a 2-2 count here in this one. Nakano, the right-handed bat, facing off against Braybeck, the right-handed pitcher, ready to go now. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, making its way in, swung on, hit to the third baseman, who picks up, throws over, and that will represent the 3rd out in the bottom half of our 1st inning. A 3-1 ball game. A 3-1 ball game as Perry able to make his way in and score a really big heads-up run for the Bombers. Like I said, there was going to be plenty of action in this one, and so far, 4 runs on the board. We'll see how the game goes on Flow Sports.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
The Dawgs. Top half of the 2nd inning is the designated hitter, number 26, Lachlan Maud.
Maud making his way up now for the Okotoks Dawgs in this one. The designated hitter for them. A right-handed bat. As Adams finding the strike zone to start off the top of the 2nd. We'll see if he can keep that up here. Of course, we did just see Braybeck for the Dawgs pitching, and he was able to pound that strike zone. Adams just missing on his 2nd 1-1 here. The Dawgs having their designated hitter bat 8th in their lineup. We'll see how that pays off for them. As Adams will get almost like a check swing foul ball there, 1-2. That ball going back off the fence. It didn't seem like Mon knew if he wanted to swing or not at it. And now Cade Adams has himself in a great situation here. Adams well out of the strike zone there, not getting any swings out of Maud here. Our lefty on righty matchup finds itself in a 2-2 count. Adams with the pitch, just not finding the strike zone. More oohs and ahs from the crowd here. A lot of these are close calls. The umpire with the better vantage point than I. As I'm set now, the full count. Ready to go with the wind up. And not finding the strike zone. Yet again, that outside part of the plate has been elusive right now.
Now stepping to the plate is your piston broke beer batter, 2nd baseman, number 6, Hank Griffin. If Hank doesn't make it to first safely, that is $1 off piston broke beer till the end of the inning.
Coming up now is Griffin, a runner on first. Adams has plenty to deal with, but he's not letting it get in his head. Starting him off with a big strike, catching the outside part of the plate. The second baseman, Griffin, skying up a pitch that Fernandez making his way over, but will not be able to get to.
Make sure to return those into Lindsay at the West Test Watering Hole and get entered into a draw for a Wilson A2000 at the end of the season.
0-2 now the count after the foul ball. We'll see how Adams attacks. There's another foul ball here. We'll keep Griffin alive, continuing to battle. Against Adams is Griffin. So too, Adams is able to play around a little bit here, find exactly the pitch he wants. As he gets ready with it up the middle, so that's going to make its way into the outfield grass. All the way to Bain at center field, as that's going to be a single for the second baseman. Everyone on the Dawgs has now made their way around, and only Krause and Kiefman have represented outs with the bat.
Now center plate is the center fielder, number 5, Aiden Krause.
Krause last time up popped out to McAllister at second. We'll see now what Adams is able to get now. No outs. First pitch not going. That's going to be 1-0. With check swing effective for the Dawg center fielder here. We'll see now what Adams does to approach here, finding himself down in the count early yet again. Checking on the runner at 2 as he's ready with the pitch. Finding the outside part of the plate with that one. Adams needed that. We'll see if that gets the confidence boost needed for the Bombers pitcher here. Adams checking on the runner at 2 as he is ready with the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back into the mesh. Now getting Adams back up in this count. A beautiful way to battle back after the first pitch. And that check swing, 1-2 now. Adams taking his time as he gets set on the mound, using pace to his advantage. Hopefully it looks like. As he looks in, gives the shake, he's ready to go. Knows what he wants to throw. As Adams enters the windup, just down. Not finding the strike zone there, 2-2 now. Another close one, just not getting the swings that he's looking for out of the Okotoks Dawgs bats. Adams set, ready to go with the pitch. Swung on, fouled, well out of play yet again here. Lots of battles so far from the Dawgs bats. As both Adams and Krause will take a minute stepping away from the mound and the box. And both now getting set, ready to go. No outs on the board still, and base runners on first and second. High out of the zone to fill the count here. Again, not getting that chase that he wanted. The patience on display from the Dawgs so far. We've seen this Dawgs team swinging that bat freely and often, but today it looks like they're really slowing down and using their eyes more than the muscles. As Adams ready with the pitch, swung on, out of play yet again. Another foul ball. The pitch count for Adams continues to climb here. We've seen a lot of good action so far in the WCBL from the Dawgs. They find themselves comfortably in first place. The Bombers been on a hot streak lately. We'll see if they are able to harness that as Adams pitch hit sharply to third baseman Darius. He'll tag out the lead runner and throw it away over to first base. Fernandez goes to pick it up as the stop sign is put on. 1 out now on the board and 2 runners in scoring position. did not have time to make the throw. Derry might have had a little bit of panic there, forcing him to throw the ball away. There's a heads-up play again, the lead base runner. Just a little bit of hesitation ends up to bite the Bombers in the behind here.
Now batting, shortstop number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
As Sanchez making his way up now for the Bombers. Not the type of guy you want to face in a situation like this. As the first pitch he sees, he'll ground it to McAllister at second, who throws over for the easy second out. An RBI ground out for Sanchez will make the score 4-1 in this one now.
Now batting, right fielder number 33, Jordan Keeveman.
As Keeveman now making his way up, a ground out to Maverick McAllister at second base. His last time up, 2 outs on the board, a runner at third base. Looking to avoid that. We'll see how Adams focuses in, and with that first pitch, beautiful. Big swing and a miss generated from the pitcher for the Bombers here. Adams set on the mound, Ray, with the pitch. The breaking ball not finding its way into the zone and not generating another swing and miss like he would have wanted. That's going to even up the count now, 1 apiece. 2 outs here in the top half of our second inning. Adams throw. Oh, he swung at and missed. That's what he was looking for there. I was well up and in. For a second there, I thought it was going to hit him, but no, Adams good control with that pitch and gets him in 1-2 now. He might have had a feeling that the left-handed Keeveman was looking to swing there, especially after seeing the ball go down below the zone. That runner on third base, something that Adams has to deal with as he'll generate a swing and a miss. That ball going off one of the poles here at Elks Field. Keep it the count 1-2 now. We're ready to go again in this one. Just missing the zone there. Adams definitely would want that one back. Doesn't get much closer than that without it being a strike call. Now we find ourselves at 2-2. As Adams ready to go. Enters the windup. And a pitch that is yet again outside the strike zone. 3-2 now. A full count on our hands yet again. We'll see how this matchup will ensue here. Just a runner on third base. Adams ready with the throw. Hit hard down the first base line. That ball was ripped, but foul. It's going to give the Brooks Bombers another chance here. Adams looking in. He knows what he wants to throw with the windup now, and a ball outside the strike zone, just missing that outer half. Adams showing a little bit of frustration out on the mound as he walks another bat. Runners now in the corners for the Dawgs. The Bombers having to deal with that. As Connor Croson makes his way up. Last time Croson made his way up, he walked, and a dangerous hitter in his own right. That's not always the worst decision. Runner going on the first throw he sees. That one will be catcher's interference, and Pinheiro looks like he's worse for it. He's holding his hand, and he looks like he's in some pain. That's going to lead to bases loaded, and Pinheiro looking okay, hopefully, here. We're going to see coach for the Brooks Bombers come out and have a chat with his catcher, hoping that he's all right. Not something you see very often. Pinheiro must have really been reaching forward with his glove there and just trying to get that ball into the strike zone, and his hand getting hit by the bat. It looks like he's all good, giving the nod to the umpire as they talk it out now. Smiles on the face of the umpire.
Catcher number 16, Jaden Lusk.
As Lusk now making his way up, the second left-handed bat in the lineup for the Okotoks Dawgs. Now coming up with a bases-loaded situation with 2 outs. His first pitch, Adams throws to Lusk, out of the strike zone. Not been able to paint the outside edge like he would have wanted to today. But I assume he's going to continue to attack it here on this lefty-lefty matchup. Adams goes middle, and that gets hit hard by Lusk. That ball is carrying to the fence, and that is going to be a grand slam for the Okotoks Dawgs. 4 runs all at once. That's going to make this an A1 ball game early here, folks, at home. Two outs on the board, and the Dawgs continue to have this clutch hitting streak on right now. They've really had it today coming into Elks Field.
Now batting first baseman number 44, Nash Crow.
As we're seeing some updates from the Brooks Bombers here. If I'm not mistaken, looking down, it is going to be Rafa Echeverria making his way into the bullpen to warm up now. As Adams starting inside to Nash Crowell. That's going to be a ball, the first baseman for the Okotoks Dawgs seeing it the whole way. Just not able to find the strike zone yet again here. That's a close call. That's just not going the way of the Bombers so far. Of course, facing off against the hulking right-hander. He doesn't want to give him anything to hit as it's right back up the middle. Taking a bad hop, getting away from McAllister's glove at second, and that's going to be the second single in a row for Crowell. As the clutch hitting continues here for the Dawgs, it's going to bring out Coach Gomez for the Brooks Bombers. He's coming out to talk with his starting pitcher, Adams. We'll see what this is all about, and we'll see if Echeverria is going to be ready yet to come into this game. And looks like they're just going to talk some strategy, try to get his pitcher's head back into the game. Again, 2 outs on the board, and there has been for a while.
Fans, make sure to get your 50/50s. The jackpot is $515 and growing as they make their way around the stadium.
Trying to instill some confidence into his starting pitcher. Coach Gomez making his way back to the dugout. We're seeing Adams remain on the mound. He's got a base runner on first to deal with now. 2 outs on the board, and so far has given up 8 runs.
Now stepping to the plate, left fielder, 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
There it is for Adams, finding the inside part of the plate for the huge strike there. Waiting for something like that here, and Adams getting it. I'll see if he can stay locked in. Keep on hitting that strike zone as that one down in the dirt, evening up the count. Adams has been dancing around a lot of the batters so far in this one. Swung on and missed well ahead of it. Beautiful pitch there from Adams, completely fooling the bat of Kuiper. He's got to be careful with Kuiper. Last time he was up a big RBI single. But it looks like Adams locked in here. Checking on Crowell at first as he's ready with the pitch. That swung on, hit hard into left field. It's going to make its way all the way back to the fence. Jenkins picking it up as no runs will score. Crowell will end up on third base, and that's going to be a big double for Kuiper. as Maud making his way back up for the second time this inning.
Designated hitter number 26, Lachlan Maud.
That's going to be it for Patrick here as Marcos Aldretti coming out for the pitching change. It's going to be Rafa Echeverria coming into the game now as we'll return shortly when Rafa is all warmed up and our game's back on. Here at FloCollege, don't go anywhere.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Yo, Dustin, you going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Watching Echeverria get warmed up here. Pinheiro a little unhappy with himself, just missing a throwback to his pitcher there. As the Bombers like to go lefty-lefty in this one.
Now entering the game on the mound for your Bombers is number 39, Rafa Echeverria. Today's pitching changes are brought to you by Fergie's, your local licensed light-duty and agricultural mechanic.
Let's see what Echeverria has in store for us here. 2 outs in the top half of our second inning. As he will hit the strike zone with the first pitch he throws here. Of course, facing up against Maud, his second time up here in the top half of our second inning. Echeverria has 2 outs on the board already, but he does have 2 base runners. Both of them in scoring position here. Crowell on second and Crowell on third and then Kuiper at second. Echeverria really throwing that ball with some heat behind it, just not finding the strike zone with the third pitch of his appearance. 2-1 now on the board. Another lefty on righty matchup here. Now down in the count. We'll see how Rafa Echeverria responds. Ready with the throw, getting a huge swing and a miss there. Getting him up to 2 strikes here with 2 outs on the board. He looks in and gets the sign he likes. A quick pause now as he will step off. Just trying to stay in the zone here. Echeverria knows the task ahead of him is not light. He's going to have to make a good pitch or 2 here in this at-bat. The 2-2 pitch makes its way in. That bounces off the ground. Crowell racing home, and it's going to be thrown away by Pinheiro. Kuiper now making his way home, and it's going to be both runners scoring on a pass ball. Three and 2 now. As Maud now up with 2 outs, no base runners on, a 10-1 ball game. Early in this one. And that one's outside. That will be the walk. Maud so far 2 for 2 on walks, 2 for 2 this inning with those BBs. Bringing up Griffin now, a single his last time up in this second inning.
The second baseman, number 6, Hank Griffin.
We'll see now what Varia can do against another right-handed bat here. Starting off with a ball in the dirt. He's got a chance to recover now. Dealing with that base runner on first. As that one is skied up, well out of play. Foul again. You see a mad dash for it by some of the kids here at Elks Field. It's picked up and gathered. Swung on, skied up again. Fernandez racing over to it, but we have another ball that is out of play. Looks like it landed in the bullpen for the Okotoks Dawgs. It's now 1-2 count. Swung on, hit well into the sky. McAllister calling off Perry as he ranges over to the shortstop side of the infield and will catch that ball for the third out of the top half of our second inning. 10 runs to 1 for the Okotoks Dawgs. So far, we'll see how the Brooks Bombers respond here as they get the bats in their hands in the bottom half of the second inning.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Here we are back on Flow Sports here in the bottom half of the second inning. A 10-1 ball game. The Okotoks Dogs find themselves up by 9 runs after a mammoth top of the second.
The center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Come on, Andrew.
Plenty of baseball left in this one. The Bombers have chances to inch back into it, or one big inning could really do it. As it's going to be Bain, the center fielder, leading off here in the bottom half of the second. And at Elks Field right here last Thursday, we saw the Bombers put up 8 runs in the bottom of the first. So it's not crazy to say that I've seen something like it. I've seen them have deficits like this. I've seen them put up runs that could make this a ball game. We'll see if the Bombers have it in them today. their 6th game in a row dating back to last Wednesday. Swung hard and going out into left center. That ball is going to drop for a big single. Bain's going to start the Bombers off right. Bain, of course, a speedy base runner. We'll see what he does on the paths.
Now stepping to the plate, the third baseman, number 8, Gary Couture.
Couture now making his way up, playing third base today. He's been tested lots in the field so far. We'll see what he does with the bat in his hand. His first time up today. Brabeck not finding the zone quite the same he was in the bottom of the first. Starting off with the ball to both Bain and Couture now. Bain able to see the ball right out of the hand, putting it in the perfect spot in the outfield to get himself on base. As that's going to be a beautiful strike there from Brabeck. 1-1 now. Couture still in this fight. Darius Couture, the first player to hit a home run for the Bombers here at Elks Field. I had a word with him after that, and he definitely said he wasn't thinking nuke this, but he has some surprising power in that swing that even surprises himself sometimes. Now using his eyes to his advantage, finding himself up in the count, 2-1. Of course, Bain on first base. He doesn't want to represent that first out on second, but I know he's a guy that can steal the bases like lightning. As Couture will call for time. Potentially a bug flying into the eye there as he goes and immediately checks that right eye of his. He looks to be all good. It's a tough guy here playing for the Brooks Bombers. A kid from Calgary. He's had a nice shiner on his face for the last couple days. As last Wednesday in Okotoks, took a ball off the face, trying to prevent a stolen base. But that eye no worse for wear. Watching another pitch, this one flying to the outside. That's going to get him up in this count 3-1, right where he wants to be. Couture locked in now, facing off against Brabeck. The pitch coming in, swung at and missed. That high fastball, just eluding the bat there. Now a 3-2 count. We'll see what Couture has in store. As he digs back in now, ready to go here in this one. See the catcher for the Dawgs, Lusk, lined up on the outside. The pitch makes its way in, chopped hard to the shortstop, who picks up, throws over to 2, and makes the throw at 1. That's going to be a double play for the Okotoks Dawgs. See Sanchez and Griffin combining a good defensive pairing up the middle for the Dawgs here, and they're showing why.
Now stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 42, Owen Fernandez.
As Owen Fernandez now making his way up for the Bombers here, facing off against Dawgs pitcher Brabeck. That 6'4" frame of his. We'll see if he's able to generate some power with it. First pitch up and out of the zone. He's definitely a scary batter to go up against, the hulking right-hander. Playing first base for the Bombers this evening, ready to go. That off-speed pitch finding its way into the zone, freezing up Fernandez. Swung on the 1-1 pitch, just fouling it off the end of the bat. Now 1 and 2 on the board. 2 outs after the double play that we just witnessed. Right-hander ready with the throw. That will get Fernandez swinging and out here as a quick 1, 2, 3 outs. Brabeck retiring the side in order. That's going to take us to the top half of our third inning. The Bombers not able to generate any runs here in the bottom of the second. A 10-1 ball game when we return.
Now stepping to the plate is the center fielder, number 5, Aiden Krause.
Kraus making his way up to lead off our top half of the third inning here on Flow Sports. Kraus, the leadoff batter in this game, facing off against Echeverria. We'll see how the lefty on righty matchup ensues here. So far in this one, Kraus reached on an error and popped out to the second baseman McAllister. Echeverria again, lots of speed on his pitch. He's just not able to locate it right now. 2-0 on the board. Throwing out of the stretch there. Real dramatic, too. Swung on, well up, out of play. Echeverria again what he needed with that one. Right back in this count. 2-1 now. We'll see what he's able to generate with the 2-1 pitch here as he gets ready with the throw. That one swung on, hit hard to the right field side, and that's going to keep on trailing and not make its way out of play.
Foul ball. Please make sure to return those foul balls to the West Hess Watering Hole. For a Bombers buck, the chance to be entered for a draw for a Wilson A2000 at the end of the season.
The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled yet again. Late on it this time as it's going to be well out of play here. We've got a cloudy day here. 35% chance of precipitation. We're going to hope that doesn't come down and ruin our beautiful game we call baseball. As Echeverria ready with the pitch. That one hit right back up the middle. McAllister running over, making the play, but not in the throw over in time. An infield single for Kraus. That ball taking a very friendly hop there, just kind of dying as soon as it hit the grass just behind Rafa Echeverria.
The shortstop, number 8, Ricky Sanchez.
McAllister ranging over, making a great backhand play to get that ball, just not able to make the throw in time. It's going to bring Sanchez up now with no outs and a runner on first. That's also the speed shown off there by Kraus. You got to watch out for him as a base runner now. An inside pitch bouncing hard off of Pinheiro. Hasn't been able to see it as that's going to be a easy stolen base for Kraus now. Echeverria taking his time now on the mound, making sure everything is right here as he faces off against number 8, Sanchez, the shortstop for the Dawgs. Choked up on his bat just a little bit with a runner in scoring position. He wants to put one in play, and he will. That one hit hard as Perry ranging over, grabbing it on the shortstop side, but not able to make the throw. Fernandez letting that skip between his legs as that's going to lead to a base runner on third and one on first now. Sanchez, with the speed that he possesses, was able to beat that out anyways. Perry found himself well out on that on the outfield grass.
Now batting right fielder, 33, Jordan Keefman.
As Keefman now making his way up. A walk his last time up. He'll swing big at the first pitch he sees. That's going to be an 0-1 count early here. We'll have to keep an eye on what Sanchez does over on the first base bag. I mentioned it before, but he's got plenty of speed. So that's a beautiful pitch there from Echeverria, finding the strike zone. 0-2 now on the board. Looking for his first out at the top of our third inning. Echeverria locked in now. Ready with the pitch is that one outside, not generating a swing and a miss out of the left-handed Keefman. Deep breaths from the relief pitcher for the Bombers here. As that one's hit hard towards the shortstop side, finding its way into left field. Another run going to score here. Another RBI single on this one for the Okotoks Dawgs as Kiefman now joins in on the fun.
Now batting third baseman, number 10, Connor Croson.
Connor Croson now up with a runner in scoring position. Not the guy that you want to see in this situation. Still with 0 outs on the board. Swinging on the first pitch he sees. That's going to be off the end of the bat. Getting Echeverria up in this count. Checking on the runner at 2 before entering the windup. Echeverria not finding his location on that one. One and one on the board here as that one flying outside, making this one a 2-1 count. We'll see now how the righty-lefty matchup ensues. Echeverria ready with the throw. That one up and out of the zone. The hitter's count been entered now for Connor Croson. Last time up, he reached on catcher's interference. The first time I've seen that here at Elks Field. We'll see now as the pitch comes in. Croson early on it. He's going to pull that down towards the bullpen of the Brooks Bombers. Getting himself into a full count now. As that is a ball in the dirt, that's going to lead to bases loaded yet again here. Still no outs.
Now stepping to the plate, the catcher, number 16, Jaden Lusk.
Jaden Lusk making his way up now, and a tall order ahead of Echeverria. Now he's going to need to generate some big outs here if he does want to see that score continue to climb for the Dawgs. Quick little mound visit here called by Pinheiro. So you can tell that the pressure is on. Mound visit over, and again the bases loaded. Echeverria pounding the strike zone there. Just what he needed, facing off against Lusk, the catcher here. Lusk came up last inning with the bases loaded just like this, and he would take that ball deep to right center. Echeverria's definitely got that on his mind as that ball's hit hard to the left field side as it continues to carry foul. Lusk has 5 RBIs on the day on his 2 hits so far. Echeverria finds himself up 0-2, but he definitely doesn't want to give him anything to hit here. Checking on the runners that he's got as he enters the wind-up. Swung on, hit up the middle, coming over, racing to it is Bain, making a diving grab on it. Beautiful defensive play by Bain. The sac fly for Lusk will give him another RBI, a 12-1 game, but beautiful plays out in center.
stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 44, Nash Crowell.
Ash Kroll up for the Okotoks Dawgs, swinging and missing on the first pitch. He sees now runners on first and second and one out on the board. Echeverry in a little bit more of a manageable position here. Apologies for a little technical difficulties with the score bug. Just getting that figured out for you, watching at home. As Echeverry checking on that runner at two, ready with the throw. That one hit over the head of Sterkacher for a fair ball. Turning and coming in to score for the Okotoks Dawgs, making it a 13-1 game. Nash Kroll, an RBI double.
Now stepping to the plate, the left fielder, number 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
Again, apologies here. The score bug's completely lost connection. We've got 1 ball, 1 out here in the top of our third inning. A 3-run inning so far for the Okotoks Dawgs, making this a 13-1 ball game. As Echeverry will find the strike zone with that one. Beautifully placed ball there. Beautiful, beautiful breaking ball yet again there. Had to hold my breath a minute there, but Echeverry really placing it where it matters on that one. Getting a big strike call, 1 and 2 here with 1 out on the board. Ready now with the throw, hit hard into the sky to left center. Jenkins racing back towards it. Bain as well, but it's going to end up over the fence for a big home run yet again for the Okotoks Dawgs. That one took both Jenkins and Bain all the way back. That ball had a launch angle of at least 40 degrees. It's going to be Kuiper with the 3-run home run here. That makes this a 16-1 ball game in the third inning of play.
Hitter, 26, Lachlan Mott.
Big strike there. 0-1 now. Echeverry gets a hard hit ground ball just off the tip of Sterkacher's glove, but he's not able to get to that one. It's going to be a big single for Maud. Yeah, 16-1. The emotions being drained here at the home ballpark.
Is the beer batter, number 6, second baseman, Hank Griffin.
With 1 out on the board, a runner on first, Echeverry has an opportunity to get himself out of this one, getting a big swing and a miss there. The fans still showing love to their Bombers, the Brooks faithful. One of the best crowds in the WCBL. They love their baseball here. It's the left-handed Echeverry getting a big swing there. Ball off the end of the bat of number 6, Griffin. Let's see what Echeverria does now. 0-2 count. A pitch well up and out. Ball in the dirt's going to make this a 2-2 count now. Bombers continuing to have the struggles on just a little bit. 1 out, 2-2 the count. Griffin, the right-handed second baseman. He's still trying to get himself going on the season here. They pop out in a single so far today. As that one's hit hard to the left field side. That's making Jenkins run back on it, and he's going to turn and watch that over the fence. A 2-run home run, making this a 18-1 ball game now. It's a quiet one now here in Brooks. Team's still showing some fight here, but we're going to see coach of the Bombers come out now. Most likely going to see another pitching change here. We'll wait to see what's going to come up next. As it's going to be Caleb Bozak making his way up now. Out ready with the pitching change. Bombers trying to get anything going here in this one. A 3-run first inning, a 7-run second, and an 8-run third for the Okotoks Dawgs. That's going to be Caleb Bozak making his way out to pitch. We'll see what he has in store as we return on Flow Sports.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Back again here in the top of the third inning on Flow Sports. Kraus making his way up yet again here, as last time up, a single and a stolen base. Facing off against Bozak. A pitcher for the Brooks Bombers, not finding the strike zone with his first pitch. He will throw here. That's going to make this 1-0 on the board. Second pitch he throws is going to get hit hard by Krause. No doubt home run over the scoreboard at Elksfield. 19-1, our ball game now finds itself. Still just one out on the board. 14 hits for the Dawgs as they continue going with the hot play. Big strike there, though. Bozak finding his way back. One and one with one out now. Bozak continuing to battle there as he's going to step off and see the signs yet again here. We've seen this from the Dawgs before. They're a team that generates runs, and once they get going, it's hard to stop them. They've had huge games already against Lethbridge and, yes, against the Bombers here. The 1-2 pitch not finding the strike zone for Bozak. That's going to make this one 2-2. Righty on righty matchup as Bozak will generate a high fly ball. That one going well out of play at the third base side. Time called here on a 2-2 count. Sanchez stepping back in as we're ready to go. Bozak throw in the dirt. Not getting a swing out of Sanchez here. That's going to fill up our count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, fouled off the end of the bat. Bozak continuing to battle here. That's a good pitch thrown. Sanchez just able to get to it. He's decided that he's going to go get the ball himself after fouling it off. Handler bring it back to the umpire. He gets Ray back in the box. We're set to go in our full count. 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. Bozak looks in, gets what he wants. The throw hit hard, but fouled. Just late on it was Sanchez. Well out of play here. The mad dash for the ball ensues. Still a full count. 1 out on the board. We'll see what Bozak has ready. That's outside. That's going to be a walk there.
Now set to his plate, right fielder, number 33, Jordan Keevan.
Keevan now making his way up. An RBI single his last time up. Ready on lefty matchup the other way. Big swing and a miss there. Bozak looked to slow the pace down there with the throw and getting Keevan swinging well early on that one. Swung on and hit foul. The dugout here, number 6. That was Griffin. Ranged out, making a play. That's now going to make an 0-2 count here. Bozak continues to battle, ready with the throw. They swing, it's hit to Sterkshire over at third, throwing to McAllister at first, and they throw not in time at first for the double play, but they get the lead base runner. Keevan reaching on the fielder's choice here. It's going to be 2 outs on the board, a runner on first. Bomber is 1 away from getting out of this 3rd inning.
Now set to play for third baseman, number 10, Connor Croson.
As Connor Croson making his way up. Bozak, a beautiful pitch to start him off, just cutting right down through the zone. 0-1 now. Swinging on the second pitch, chopping that one foul. Bozak ready now with the wind-up, the 0-2 pitch down in the dirt, not getting a swing out of Croson there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As he looks in, sees the pitch he likes. Bozak pitch, not finding the strike zone again. 2-2 now. Bozak looking out now, ready with the wind up, swung on, hit high into the sky. Bain coming in on it and making the easy catch for the 3rd out, getting the Bombers out of a disastrous 3rd inning. That's gonna flip the side here in our game, a 19-1 ball game. The Bombers bats coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. Stepping up now, Pinheiro for the Brooks Bombers. His first time up today here in the bottom of our 3rd inning. First pitch he sees from Brabeck will be outside. Getting himself up in the count now. Finding the strike zone, pounding that fastball in there is Brabeck. 1-1 the count on the board to the leadoff batter in our bottom half of the 3rd, and finding the strike zone, just catching that outside part of the plate. Pinheiro's going to have to battle back here. We'll see how he protects the plate. As that's going to make this a 2-2 count. A close pitch. Pinheiro showing off that vision. Not swinging at it and finding himself in an evened up count now. Throw from Brabeck comes in, and that one is going to be called a strike. Pinheiro can't believe what he's seeing as he makes his way back to the dugout of the Brooks Bombers. As Daniel Jenkins swinging his way up now with 1 out on the board. We see him swing a good bat out in Sylvan Lake. We'll see if that can translate to being at home here. His first pitch up out of the zone. Jenkins will take that. Just like Pinheiro found himself up, we'll see what Jenkins can do with the rest of the pitches from Brabeck. As that one's going to finds the outside part of the strike zone, evening up our count at 1 apiece. Close call there. Jenkins now has to be ready to swing the bat, as that's going to be another strike. That one really finding its way into the strike zone. 1-2 as Bearblacks deep breath, wind up, ready with the pitch. That finds the strike zone, and it's going to be a second straight strikeout for the Dawgs pitcher. Third straight strikeout if you go back to the end of the second inning.
Coming up to second baseman, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
As now Maverick McAllister making his way up. We'll see what the left-handed bat can do. Pop out to the shortstop his last time up. Swinging on the first pitch. That one well up, out of play. Fouling it towards the third base side. Two outs on the board, 1 out. It's McAllister trying to get something going for the Bombers here. Lusk not able to secure that pitch. It's going to make this a 1-1 count. As Braybeck ready now with the 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit high up in the sky. That one just going over the dugout of the Brooks Bombers on the left side. It's going to make this a 1-2 count here. (19-2-1) here at Oaks Field. As that swung on, hit hard by McAllister, also out of play to the same exact side. That left side being just peppered by the second baseman for the Brooks Bombers. If he gets his timing down, we'll see what he can do here. Right now, the 1-2 pitch making its way in, hit right back up the middle, and that'll just continue to dribble and dribble as McAllister has found himself on first. That's a big single there from Maverick McAllister.
Now batting the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
It's Gage Perry now making his way up. We'll see if he can get that power that we know him for out of his bat here. Swinging hard on that one, hit it a mile in the sky. Coming in on it is the center fielder Kraus, and he's going to get called off by the left fielder Kuiper for the third out of the inning. Score remains 19-1 here on Flow Sports. Don't go anywhere, as we got plenty of baseball for you coming up.
No runs.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Back in the top of the fourth inning, and what has been a ball game full of runs.
Number 16, Jaden Lusk.
as Lusk is up to lead off our 4th inning of play. So far today, he has been getting that bat on the ball. 2 singles and a double to go along with 2 RBIs. Excuse me, I was reading the stats of Crowell there. He's got an RBI single and a grand slam so far today to go along with an RBI sac fly his last time up. As Lusk faces off against Bozek, he finds himself down in the count 1-2 as Bozek's been throwing some good pitches so far in his relief appearance. Right-handed pitcher for the Bombers. One of the younger guys on the team, but he's got the stuff of a veteran. 2-2 now on the board. Lost the left-handed batter waiting for a pitch as he will sky that one to the third base side. Serkshire camped under it, and that's going to be the first out of the top of the 4th inning.
Now stepping to the plate, the first baseman, number 44, Nash Crowell.
As Crowell's going to come up now, and I wrote stats before. I'll read them again. 2 doubles and 2 singles and a double. He's got 2 RBIs so far on the day. Ready on ready matchup here. Bozek's first pitch. Fastball finding the zone, freezing up Crowell. We'll see what he continues to attack with here as Bozek's really found his stuff. Pinheiro lined up on the outside, getting a big foul tip. 0-2 now. As Bozek continues to deal, we'll see what he does now. He's got himself well up in this count with 1 out on the board already. As he looks in, enters the windup, ready with the throw, and that's going to be a big strikeout there.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
It's Kuiper now making his way up. 2-run home run his last time up. Bozek's ready to attack him and find that rhythm that he's continued to be in. The first pitch he sees well up and out of play to the right side. Up in the count now is Bozek with 2 outs already. He's got reason to be confident on that mound. Ready with a throw. That's hit hard right past the shortstop on the left side. That's going to be a base hit here. The first one for the Dawgs this inning. Bringing up Maud now, the designated hitter for the Okotoks Dawgs.
Designated hitter, number 26, Lachlan Maud.
Firing a strike in there is Bozek. He's been getting himself up in these counts very often. Bozek's really had some compete in him today. Right now with the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball, not finding the zone like he wanted it. 1-1 now on the board. We'll see how Mud reacts now, facing off against Bozek, or I'm pretty sure the second time today. So that's just out of the zone. Just going to make this one 2-1. Really trying to paint that outside edge, and I don't blame him. Just out of the strike zone yet again. He continues to try to go to that same spot, making this one 3-1. Bozek's going to have to attack here. He does not want to get another runner in scoring position. As that one is grounded sharply to the first baseman, Fernandez. He'll pick it up and step on first to get out of the 4th inning, the first scoreless frame for the Okotoks Dawgs. We'll be back here in the bottom of the fourth, seeing if the Bombers can get that offense rolling.
Let's go, Jeff Coates.
Coming up now is Dalen Jeffcoat leading off the top of our fourth inning. It's been Sanchez pulled from the game as Thatcher coming in for him. Jeffcoat swinging on the first pitch he sees as he carries that one out to right field, but into the glove of the awaiting Keefman.
Now stepping to the plate is the designated hitter, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
Let's go, Nakano.
We'll see what Nakano can do now here. A designated hitter, nothing to worry about swinging that bat. And he will on the first pitch he sees. The Bombers remain aggressive here, not letting that scoreline get to them at all. They continue to swing those bats, and they swing them hard. We'll see now what Nakano can do, facing off against Breivik. As the breaking ball not finding the zone. One and one now on the board. One out now. Swinging hard, that one well up out of play to the right field side. It's going to make it a 1-2 count here. We'll see now 1 and 2 with one out on the board. What Nakano can do is that's a ball in the dirt. Going to make this 2 and 2. Breivik just not finding the control that he's had today with that one. Swinging on a pitch that would have been close to being a strike. That one going all the way out to one of the auxiliary fields here.
Be sure to return all foul balls to the West House watering hole.
2 and 2, the count remains as Nakano continues to battle, trying to get that pitch count off for Breivik. Well outside, that's going to fill the count. Right now with the full count, pitch comes in, swung on by Nakano, and that's a great piece of hitting. Putting that into right field and getting himself on base. Nice smooth swing from Nakano, and That's the second time today we've seen something like that. Perry, a nice smooth swing, got him a double.
Center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Let's go, Andrew.
As Bain now making his way up. Bain a single his first time. We'll see what he can do now. First pitch finds the strike zone. Beautiful frame job there by Lusk. One with one out as Bain will swing on that one, popping it up behind the plate. Lusk ditching the mask and making the catch to represent the second out here.
Now stepping to the plate is the third baseman, number 8, Gary Couture.
Couture now making his way up. 2 outs on the board and a base runner on. We'll see if he can get some clutch hits going here. First pitch he sees up out of the zone. That's going to make it 1 ball, no strikes.
Go, Darren. Here you go, eh?
Swung on and missed. Trying to protect that outside part of the plate. Just could not get to it. He's got Nakano on first, and he's trying to let him show his speed off on the base paths. I'll see if he can get some wood on it here. Pitch comes in, swung on, hit out of play down the right side. 1-2 now with 2 outs. Pitch comes in, and that one bounces in the dirt. Nakano is going to advance to second base on that one. Yeah, I said he had speed. He didn't even have to show it off on that one. 2-2 is the count here. As that strike 3 is going to sit down Couture on the strikeout. And end the bottom of our 4th inning here at Elks Field. The score remains 19-1.
plate is your piston broke beer batter, second baseman number 6, Hank Griffin. Hank doesn't make it first base. Dollar off piston broke beer till the end of the inning.
Top of the 5th inning here at Elks Field for our game on Flow Sports. Romero now up on the mound, the hard-throwing right-hander. Facing off against Griffin, the second baseman. He'll miss the strike zone with his first throw, but he is reset and ready to go now. Swung on and hit far up over the grandstand here at Elks Field. There's going to be a mad dash for the foul ball yet again, and a 1-1 count on the board. Romero looking at it, looks like he shake off one pitch as he's now ready to go. Throwing hard inside, getting a big swing and a miss there. If he strikes out, you might see a flood of humanity making their way over as we have a special batter here. As Romero now set with the wind up, throwing in, hit hard down the third base line. That's going to be foul. There's a small chance we'll have a break in the action. 5 minutes, rain is forecasted to start, and it's an 80% chance. And there's the official word from one of our experts here in the broadcast booth. Starting to rain just a little bit down there as the 1-2 pitch off the glove of Pinheiro up out of the zone. Two and two now ready. Wind up entered by Romero. The breaking ball not breaking into the zone. 3-2 now. We'll see what Romero has in store as he continues to battle here in the top of our 5th inning. Swung on and hit into shallow left. That's going to be a big single for Griffin.
Now stepping to the plate, center fielder number 5, Aiden Krause.
Center fielder Krause, the other option for one of our special beer batters here at Elks Field. He's had a home run, a single, and reached on air so far. Having a very similar day to Griffin. Big strike there by Romero, beautifully placed. Trying to find his first out here. That's another big one there by Romero, making this one 0-2. Romero now ready with the pitch. That one down in the dirt, not generating a swing. 1-2. Swung on and fouled. That one just over the dugout. Spun on up over the media booth here. It is well out of play. Pinheiro giving chase, but not sure why. One, two, no outs as Krause steps back in. Facing off against a hard-throwing pitcher in Romero. Romero with the throw. That one gets a check swing just off the inside part of the bat. Romero will step on first and get a big out there. The first one, the runner will advance on it. But a well-executed pitcher, infield practice.
Now stepping to the plate is the shortstop, number 36, Evan Stature.
Stature making his way up for his first at-bat of this game, the left-hander. Romero not getting the call on that one. A close pitch, but 1-0. Romero gets hit hard. That one going to left center, and it will get past Bain. That's going to lead to another run scoring on a big RBI double. No one covering second base. 22-1 now the score. That's not going to bring up Keefen. Romero looking for something new here. He's actually going to step off and ask for a reset on the count there. As Romero finds the zone there, he knew what he wanted to throw, and he wouldn't stop till he got it. Finding the strike zone. 0-1 with one out here. Romero checking on the runner at 2 as he's set with the pitch. That one hit hard to the left field side. That's going to continue to drift foul. Slicing that one worse than I slice my drives in golf. Now finding ourselves 0-2 with one out on the board. Romero right where he wants to be. Romero up 0-2 as he steps off. He didn't like what he sees as he takes his time to reset now. Looks in, shakes off a couple pitches, is now ready to go. Well outside, not quite getting the break he wanted on that one. It's going to make this 1-2 as I'm looking up at the lights, and yeah, I definitely see the rain starting to come down. We'll see if the slickness of it is going to interfere. Swung on, fouled. That one keeps the batter Keefman alive. One and two now on the board as Keefman continues to battle against Romero. we'll see now what the 1-2 has in store. Romero getting another foul ball there. Just off the end of the bat of Keefman as Keefman continues to go for it over and over again. Romero's not able to get that swing and miss stuff that he is looking for. One, two with one out. Romero, the right-hander, with the throw, that one down in the dirt. It's going to even up our count now. See what Romero has in store as he looks in. Intimidating big pitcher out there. Right-hander ready with the throw. Swung on, hit up the middle over the head of McAllister. The brakes are put on the lead runner as Keefen's going to make it with a single. It's going to be Stature held up at third with one out now. Runners on the corners. As we're going to have a little replacement here, Connor Croson makes his way out for number 18 on the Okotoks Dawgs.
Pinch hitting for the Dawgs, number 18, Jack Lucier.
Left-handed bat, we'll see what he does. Romero not finding the strike zone there as he's going to continue on. Jack Lucier with 4 at-bats so far on the season. 3 balls on the board. Big strike there, making this one 3-1 with one out now. Walk here to load the bases with one out. Romero just not finding his location as he needed to. One out on the board. He's going to have to clutch up pretty big, facing off against number 16, Lusk.
Now stepping to the plate is the catcher, number 16, J.D. Lusk.
Lusk's 3rd time up now with the bases loaded. We'll see what he has. Romero's throw comes in, fine, strike zone. As the rain coming down, starting to affect some of the fans here. As it appears that we have Bretza in the bullpen, it might be him throwing here. As that's 1-1 now. Ball taken inside by Lusk. As Romero enters the wind-up, ready with the throw. That one also inside, making this 2-1. Romero's throw up and away. That's going to make this 3-1 now. 3-1 on the board.
Hopefully it just stays back there and come over here.
We'll see what Romero has now with the 3-1 pitch outside. That's going to walk home a run to make it 21-1. You got to wonder with the rain that's falling if that ball's starting to get a little slick and control a little bit harder for these pitchers now.
Now stepping to the plate, first baseman, number 44, Nash Colo.
Snash Kroll making his way up now. We'll see what Kroll does with that right-handed swing. First pitch swung on. That's going to be a big swing and a miss. Home plate umpire having to point down to the first base for what I thought was a pretty clear swing and a miss. Romero now up 0-1 in the count now. 0-2. Two straight swing and a miss pitches. 0-2 after the failed check swing, and beautiful swing and a miss generated. Romero, 0-2 pitch comes in, swung on. That's up out of play down the right side.
That's another play Alberta foul ball. Make sure to return those foul balls to the West Test scoring hole.
Over there. It's probably not coming out this way. It's coming.
You've got a wet one here in Brooks, folks.
Ground's on getting up there.
The 0-2 throw making its way in. Not finding the strike zone. That's going to get Kroll a little bit more into this one. One, two, the count, the pitch comes in. That one pulled. Spiniero able to get to it, making it 2-2 on the board now. Fans here at Oakfield all coming and seeking shelter just under the grandstand. It's 2-2 now. Romero set with the throw. Just not finding the strike zone. Full count now. Romero trying to avoid walking in his second straight run here in the top of our 5th inning of play. Throw comes in, well inside. That's going to walk another run in, making this 22-1.
Little break in the action.
As we're going to see another pitching change here for the Brooks Bombers. That's going to be Zach Bretza making his way into the game.
In the parking lot.
We'll return on Flow Sports when game returns to us. Set to resume our game here. Bretza's warmed up. Man we've seen play left, man we've seen catch, and we've seen him pitch once already. Coming into the game down 22-1 in the rain, an unenviable task, but we'll see what he does with it.
Now stepping to the plate, left fielder, number 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
Kuiper making his way up, taking some swings. Already has a 2-run home run here, but Bretza, he's got some heat in that arm. Bretza finding the strike zone there. Beautiful pitch to start off, and hey, you would have no idea this guy's not a full-time pitcher. Looks in, sees a sign he likes. See now, ready with the pitch. That one flying outside. 1-1 the count. Last time we saw Brett's pitch, all it took him was 3 well-placed fastballs and picked up the one and only out needed. So he takes a deep breath, gets ready with the throw. Now swing and a miss.
Go, Zach, here you go.
1-2 now with 1 out on the board. Brett's already looking in. Deep breath. Wind up. Swing and a miss. Gets a huge strikeout there. Second out of the top half of our 5th inning. Dealing with the bases loaded, never easy, but Bretza makes it look easy.
Plate the designated hitter, number 26, Lachlan Maud.
As Maud now making his way up. Bretza facing off against another righty bat. Now finding the strike zone with his first pitch. A good pitch, just not quite finding his location there. So we'll see now 2 outs, 1 ball. Bretza ready. Just yanking that one a little too much. Pinheiro getting a good block on that one, keeping it in front of the plate, and he'll get the hitter mod up now. 2-0 in the count. Looks in, gets the sign he likes now. Ready with the wind up, finding the strike zone. Beautifully placed. 2-0 now. Bretza working his way back into this count. Deep breath and the pitch outside. 3-1. Bretza's gonna have to lock in here as he battles back from a real hitter's count. 2 outs on the board, just looking for something. That one swung on to the right side, but out of play. 3-2. The count's now gonna be all filled up. Bretza requesting a new ball as we are seeing the weather getting to some of the players here. Dealing with the elements in Brooks, Alberta. 3-2 and 2 outs. Finding the strike zone and getting himself out of the top of the 5th inning. Zach Bretza gets exactly what the Bombers need there. They'll see you in the bottom of the 5th in this rainy, high-scoring affair.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Changes are brought to you by Corgis Limited. Now stepping to the plate is the first baseman, number 42, Owen Fernandez.
Owen Fernandez coming up now to lead off the bottom half of our 5th inning here on Flow Sports. First pitch he sees from a new pitcher for the Dawgs, Macwood, will be out of the zone. That's going to be 1 ball, no strikes. We'll see if the Bombers can start the comeback attempt, as that's going to be another ball again, ball outside. Righty on righty match up here, as that one's going to come off the inside. Little miscommunication between the two umpires. Home plate umpire saying fair, first base umpire saying other way around. The home plate umpire saying foul, the first base umpire saying fair. That one rode the line for quite a while there, as now we have ourselves in a 2-1 count. That's going to be a strike there, 2-2. Swung on and hit to the shortstop off the glove. That's going to be a big infield single for Fernandez.
Now stepping to the plate is the catcher, number 22, Amir Pinheiro.
Pinheiro now coming up with a runner on first and no outs. Well inside, Pinheiro able to get out of the way of that one. As the rain clouds aplenty, looking at the precipitation charts is not a pleasant sight. As 1-1 now. Swung on and hit to left field. That's going. It's going. And it's climbing its way over the fence, making its way out of there. A 2-run shot for Pinheiro, his first on the season. Rain or shine, Pinheiro able to get it done at the plate.
Now stepping to the plate is the left fielder, number 14, Daniel Jenkins.
Go Jenkins! Still on 1 counter, no.
It's a new batter, so it's a new count as that'll hit him, making his way to first base. The elements, I got to assume, really affecting these pitchers now. The rain's been coming down for a solid little while now and has no plans on stopping.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
As McAllister now making his way up, we'll see what he can do. A base runner on first for him. The first runs generated by the Bombers since the bottom of the first inning. This is what they've been waiting for. Macwood taken deep by Pinheiro. We'll see what the rest of the bomb squad is able to do here as strike zone found by Macwood. 1-1 now. Finding the strike zone yet again, making this one 1-2. As McAllister takes second, walks out of the box, and steps right back in now. The speedy Jenkins on first base, trying to make use of it. That's inside up, and making it a 2-2 count now. His time's called here. McAllister taking his time, getting out of the box, and now making his way back in. Ready to go, facing off against the right-handed pitcher Macwood. That one chopped sharply. The shortstop picking it up, firing to 2, but throwing it away. McAllister's going to turn and burn his way to third, as that's going to have Jenkins rounding third and coming in to score, making this 22-4. The crowd really coming alive here. That's 3 runs in a row for the Bombers here with no outs on the board still. Perry making his way up with McAllister on second. We know what he's capable of, both these guys, so we'll see if they can combine to keep the magic rolling.
Now stepping to the plate is the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Already with a double today, and it was on a slower, simplified swing. Perry's definitely going to be wanting to swing for the fences here. Ready to go against Macwood. The first pitch up, and it'll be left there. Swung on, hit high into the sky. The center fielder continues to go back on it. It's going to take him all the way to the warning track where he'll make the grab. McAllister tagging up and advancing a third one out on the board, and a base runner advanced.
Now stepping to the plate is the right fielder, number 1, Dalen Jeffcoats.
Perry really hitting that ball to the deepest part of the park. If he was a little earlier on it, that would have been gone all day. And then we'll see what Jeff Coates can do with the bat in his hand. Taking the first pitch for a strike, just catching that inside part of the plate. Pitch outside, gets Jeff Coates swinging. That's going to be fouled down the first base line. 0-2 now on the board. And you've seen Jeff Coates swing here. He likes to really extend and drive that ball to opposite field. We'll see if he's able to generate some of that here. Inside part of the plate gets tickled. That's going to be a big strikeout for Mackwood. Jeff Coates will sit down with a strikeout.
Now stepping to the plate is the designated hitter, number 11, Asahi Nakano.
Nakano now making his way up. We'll see what he's capable of. First pitch, he swings that, and that goes straight back to the mesh. 0-1 now. That's a ball taken by Nakano inside. Close, but call the ball. Pitch very similar to what we had just seen. This time makes it 1-1. Now a big swing and a miss. 1-2. He wanted to pull that ball to left field. You can just tell with the way he swung it. Two strikes, two outs now. Nakano swinging and getting a piece of it, keeping himself alive. Up out of the zone on what could have been the put-away pitch. Nakano staying alive here in the box. 2-2 with 2 outs on the board. Down in the dirt, Nakano continues to excel while using those eyes. The IQ on this guy off the charts. We'll see if he can make it work now with a full count. Mackwood now ready with the pitch, swung on and hit a mile into the sky. First baseman getting called off by the second baseman. Coming over for the catch was Griffin, and that's going to do it for the bottom of our 5th inning. We'll see you when we come back in the 6th inning here at Elks Field. It's going to be Bretza returning to the mound.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Number 6, Hank Griffin.
Griffin coming up now for the Okotoks Dawgs. The right-hander facing off against Bretza. Swinging on the first pitch, straight back at the mesh. He will foul that one off. Swinging on the second pitch of the at-bat is Griffin here. That one's also going to be a ball hit into foul grounds. This one to the right side. Outside, Bretza missing the zone on his third pitch of the at-bat. 1-2 now. It's continuing to rain out there. Not letting up anytime soon, it seems like. Swinging on another pitch here, another foul ball. Griffin's been seeing it well today. Still 1-2. No outs on the board still. We'll see what Bretza can do against the leadoff bat, and he gets him sitting down. Beautiful pitch there from Bretza to get the first out at the top of the sixth inning.
$1 off to the end of the inning. Now batting, center fielder number 5, Aiden Krause.
In cricket, that would be a strike, but we're playing baseball. Off the dirt and caught by Pinheiro. 1-0 on the count now. As this is Krause, the leadoff batter from our game, now up with 1 out on the board. 1 ball, no strikes. Bretza trying to reset and get that ball where it needs to be. And right there's where it needs to be. A big strike there from Bretza. Bretza looks up and down, right with the pitch. Not finding the strike zone. Close one, no. Bretza continuing to dial in more and more here. 5th inning. And the 5th pitcher so far used here in the top of our 6th. Gets another big strike there. Bretza continuing to dial in his location. The Bombers might have found a guy that they could go to here in regular games. Bretza's been really excellent in his relief appearances we've seen him in so far. Looks in, gives the nod as he's ready to go. 2-2. Takes a deep breath, Ray, with the throw as he'll pull that one a little too much. Trying to really muscle that ball in. He gives a smile to his catcher. Bretza resetting on the mound, ready to go here. 3-2, 1 out on the board. Facing off against the center fielder, Krause. Ready on, ready matchup. With the throw, and that one will hit him, just slipping out of the hand.
Now stepping forward to shortstop, number 36, Emmett Stature.
Stature now making his way up. already lefty matchup for Bretza to deal with here. It's his first pitch. That one is a spinner off the bat, just going behind the plate foul ball. 1-0 now. Umpire kicking the dirt off the plate. Bretza shakes off the first pitch he sees, gives the nod, ready to go now. The 0-1 on its way. Just yanking that fastball down. Not finding a strike zone with it. 1-1 now on the board. Bretza resets on the mound, looking in. Checking on that runner on first. He's ready to go with the pitch. 1-1, making its way in and getting a huge swing and a miss. Bretza now up at the count, 1-2. Not quite finding that outside part of the plate with the 1-2. It's going to even up our count. 2-2. Bretza trying to get that strike zone dialed in. As he's got one more pitch to play with here. 1 out, facing off against Stature. Throw comes just outside of the strike zone, up and away to the left-handed bat. Bretza now dealing with the 3-2. Let's see what he elects to go with here. The right-hander with the pitch. Swung on, hit hard to the right field side as that is going to make its way over the fence for a 2-run home run. The Bombers go down by 20. Keevan now making his way up with 1 out on the board. The first damage that Bretza's really given up in this one. As he recovers nicely, 1 strike on the board now. That one hit sharply to Fernandez at first. He'll glove it down and step on the bag for the 2nd out of the top of our 6th inning. Coming up now is number 18, Lucier.
Now stepping up late is the 3rd baseman, number 18, Jack Lucier.
Now as Bretza can't find the strike zone again. 2-0. Bretza continuing to battle here. 2-0 down. Swung on, chopped to the dugout. Kroll showing off some of those bat-to-ball skills. Making that 2-1 now against Lucier. Bretzer trying to recover here, get back in the count. 2-1, pitch coming in. That is up and away. 3-1 now. That one pulled far into one of the extra ball fields here at Dawgs Regional Ballpark, and that one leaving Elks Field in a hurry. Getting Bretza back into the scout 3-2 with 2 outs on the board. We'll see if he can get out of this situation. Big swing and a miss, a big strikeout, as that's going to end our top of the 6th inning. Bretza giving up a 2-run home run, but other than that, pretty excellent with that ball in his hands. Andrew Brain up at the bottom of our 6th inning here at Elks Field. First pitch, he sees a ball here and facing off against the new pitcher for the Dawgs. That's going to be a strike call there. Close one. Swinging on the 1-1 pitch, and that's going to find him on base. A huge infield single here on a very hard hit ball. That's a single there. No chance for the third baseman to get to it. Or at least to get it and throw over.
Number 6. Let's go, Lucas.
Now batting. Pitch hitter, number 6, Lucas Munns.
Look at the one you like. Let's go, kid. You can.
Munns now coming up for the Brooks Bombers. Left-handed bat. Right now, at least for the switch hitter.
Come on, Lucas.
First pitch he sees, he takes inside for a big ball. Swinging hard at the second pitch he sees. 1-1 now.
The one you like there, Lucas.
Go sixer, here you go.
Munn's battling in this one. 20-run lead, but he's going to continue to swing that bat like it's a tie game as he takes that one. 2-1. Pitch on the outside. Facing off against Pare, the pitcher on the mound for the Okotoks Dawgs. 2-2 now. Pitch just catching the outside part of the plate. We'll see how the righty-lefty matchup goes now. That's 2-2. The pitch coming in, and that one off the inside part of the bat for Lucas Munns here as he continues to stay alive. 2-2 now. Munns versus Pare. We got ourselves a pretty good battle here. Swinging again. That one fouled straight back. Munns continues to stay alive. The count remains the same. Munns facing off against Pare as runner going. Bain will take second for free here as that'll be a ball down. 3-2 now on the board. We'll see what Munns has in store. Ready to go here. That's going to be a ball, perfectly checked swing by Munns. As the umpire at second is going to call him out on the check swing.
Check, please.
He saw something we didn't.
Come on, Blue.
Now batting first baseman number 40.
It's going to bring Fernandez up now. That's going to be a big strike against Fernandez to start off here. The right-handed bat trying to get it going with runner in scoring position. Could have had two runners on, but instead now one out on the board and now two strikes against.
Come on, Luke. Come on, Owen. Show him his balls.
0-2, he continues to battle. We'll see what he got against Pare as frame job not good enough. 1-2 now. You always got to hold your breath a little bit on those. Swinging and hitting that hard off the ground. Crowell hopping over to get it, and he will step on first for the second out of the bottom of our sixth inning. Two outs now is Pinheiro making his way back up. We did see him hit a huge fly. We'll see what Pinheiro can do with that bat yet again here. A runner on third. He's just got to put something in play that will get him on first, as the first pitch he sees will be a strike. Speedy Bain on third. He could put this ball anywhere just as long as it's a single, and that's going to be another run here for the Bombers. Swung on, hit hard. That one to the right side. Foul ball.
Come on, Amir. Look at the one you like. Let's go, buddy.
Swung on and missed. That's gonna be a strikeout from Pare to end the inning. No runs generated by the Brooks Bombers as we find ourselves still in a 24-4 ball game on Flow Sports. Here we are back in the top. Back into our game here at Elks Field, top of the 7th. As Lusk will be leading off for the Okotoks Dawgs. Bretza is still on the mound for the Bombers as he set the first pitch of the top of the 7th out of the strike zone. That's going to be a 1-0 count down. Bretza, one of those emergency pitchers who's really making a case to be a regular. Just missing the strike zone with that one. Couldn't be any closer. 2-0 now. Another pitch outside, not finding the strike zone. Bretza's going to have to lock in here and work his way all the way back. Big foul tip. That's going to get Bretza right back into it. Wow. 3-1 now. It's Bretza's job to get back into this one, and he'll find himself all the way back into a full count. Jumping all over it was Lusk, just way too soon on it. 24-4. They score in our ball game. The Bombers, no quitting them though. They continue to battle. There's Bretza ready. Taking his time, using pace to his advantage. Ready now with the pitch, and it just slips out of the hand. Couldn't quite get it where he needed to, and now a runner on first.
Now set to the plate, first baseman, number 44, Nash Kroll.
Nash Kroll now making his way up. A big body playing first base for the Dawgs. Taking our time for the umpires to get in the right spots here. We're ready to play some ball yet again. Bretz's throw in there. Huge, huge way to start his second at-bat of the top of the 7th inning. As he looks in, ready with the throw. That one just floating up and away. A little defensive change for the Brooks Bombers here. McAllister at third and Munns at second. I'm going to be sticking with these guys the rest of the way, it seems like. Pratt's just down. Close call. Just not finding his way to the strike zone. 2-1 here. Swung on, hit high into the sky to the right field side. Allen keeps on carrying and falling into the bullpen of the Okotoks Dawgs. 2-2 now. Bratz has evened up his count here. Dealing with that runner on first. He's trying to get back into this one. Trying to get his first out of the inning. Bratz now ready with the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be the strikeout pitch. Bratz picking up his first out. Looking on the pitch, just freezing up Crowell.
Now batting left fielder, number 28, Jeremy Kuiper.
Bretza now ready, facing off against Kuiper. Righty on righty matchup. 1 out on the board and a base runner on. We'll see what he has in store. First pitch in the dirt. That's going to allow Lusk to make his way over to second base for free. Now a runner in scoring position. 1-0 count. Bretza's going to have to lock right back in. Find what he found against Crowell. Steps off as want to see the signs again. Looks like he shooed a bug away from his face there. Stepping off again, wants to see the signs. He's going to have Pinheiro come out and have a quick discussion. Again, dealing with that runner on second base. It's a runner in scoring position, and this man doesn't want to give anything more to the Okotoks Dawgs. It appears our rain has seemed to either calmed down or stopped, and yes, it has. We should have a clear night moving forward here. 1 out on the board, a 1-0 count. Bryce is just messing the zone with that one. 2-0 now. That's it. Deep breath. Ready to go. Swing and a miss there. 2-1 with 1 out now. Runner in scoring position. Bretza does not want to give it to him. We'll see how he attacks Kuiper here. 2-1, battling back into the count. Fouls straight down. That's going to make this 2-2.
Come on, Zach, finish him, buddy.
I'm ready for my song.
2-2 now, with one out on the board. Pretza staying locked in, checking on that runner at 2. Now with the windup, that swung on, hit hard to left field. That one taking Jenkins all the way back and over the fence. Kuiper with his second 2-run home run in this one, making our score 26-4. Making this a 22-run ball game. Coming up now is the designated hitter mod, right-handed bat.
Now stepping to the plate, the designated hitter, Lachlan Maud.
We'll see what he does here. One out on the board. Pretza. The throw in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes. So that's a 22-run deficit. The Bombers continue to battle in. Pretza got a big strike there. Looking for more of those. 1 out on the board. Swung on off the inside of the bat. Ranging over to it, it's the shortstop Perry making the grab. Coming up now is number 6, Griffin. A 2-run homer of his own today. We'll see what he has in store.
Number 6, Hank Griffin.
Hit hard to center field, taking Bain all the way back to the warning track, and that's off the wall. Gunning it into second. Perry doesn't get the scoop. It would have been in time. Big double for Griffin here. Kraus now making his way up. Hit by pitch his last time up. Runner in scoring position. 2 outs on the board. We'll see what he does with that bat in his hand. Facing off against Pretza. Wants to see the signs yet again here. Pretza checking on the runner at 2 before he gets set to throw. Pinheiro ripping off the helmet to look for it. He will find it just between his legs. 1-0, the count now. Pretza looks in, gives the nod, ready to go here. 1-0 with 2 strikes. 1-0 with 2 outs as that's hit hard to the left side. No doubter. And his second home run of the day, Kraus takes Pretza deep. That makes this a 28-4 game. (28-4) the score after the 2-run bomb. Brett's having a little discussion with his catcher Pinheiro here before facing off against Stature. Now it's just one of those days. The end of a long streak of games for these Brooks Bombers dating back to last Wednesday. facing against the Okotoks in Okotoks, and then hosting the goals 2 times before going over to Sylvan Lake for 2 straight games as well before today's game against the Dawgs. 2 opponents, 6 games, 6 days. It's been quite the schedule for the Bomb Squad. As that's going to do it for Brett's day. The Bombers bringing out a new pitcher in this one. Brett's eating up those innings, saving the arms of the pitchers. .24 coming into the game. As this is going to be Aiden Sloan coming in, one of the first times we've gotten to see him. We'll see what Sloan has in store as he warms up. We'll be back.
Now pitching for the Bombers, number 24, Aiden Sloan.
Sloan coming up, the new batter in this one after Bretza gets pulled. Starting off with a big strike, 0-1 here.
Come on, Aiden, like you can, kid.
This is Sloan making his way into the game, the right-handed pitcher for the Brooks Bombers. Ball in the dirt's going to make this a 1-1 count. So it's on the board. The Bombers trying to get out of the top half of the 7th inning. Sloan painting the edge there. 1-2 on a beautiful fastball. 2 outs on the board. We'll see what Sloan has in store now with the 1-2 pitch ready to go. As he enters the wind-up, the breaking ball finds the zone, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. 28-4 here as Sloan shows off just a little bit. We'll see you back again in the bottom of the 7th.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today. Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Coming up now is Daniel Jenkins. We'll see what he can do leading off the bottom of our 7th inning.
Daniel Jenkins.
First pitch he sees will be a strike from Pare coming in yet again here. The third pitcher that the Dawgs have sent out so far. That one finding the top right part of the strike zone. As we'll see what Sloan can do here. 0-2 as the Bugs are really starting to come out in full force. Swung on and missed a 3-pitch strikeout.
That'll bring up to the plate the third baseman, number 4, Maverick McAllister.
Coming up now, Maverick McAllister has got himself an RBI on the day. We'll see what the left-handed bat can do, facing off against the righty Pare as he lines that one directly into the glove of the third baseman, Lucier.
Now stepping to the plate is the shortstop, number 19, Gage Perry.
Perry making his way up now with 2 outs, no one on. He's going to be swinging that bat. As he swings hard at the first pitch, I could see it coming, and, well, you know that Perry wants to absolutely send this ball for a ride. Down 24 runs. He finds himself down 0-2 in the count. We'll see what Pare has here against Perry as the pitch comes in. That one off the dirt. It's going to be 1-2. The first pitch that Pare has really missed today, at least in this at-bat, in this inning even. Seven hits today and 4 runs generated for the Bombers. Any other day, those aren't bad numbers. Pare now, right with the throw fouled off by Perry. He recognized that breaking ball, continued to break towards the strike zone. Didn't want to take any chances here as the count will remain 1-2. 1-2 here as Paré ready with the throw. That will be a strikeout to end the 7th inning. No runs for the Bombers, 4 for the Dogs, and our 28-4 ball game will be back.
Have you ever wondered if there's one thing that connects people from across our province? Something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park, or the brewery to the rodeo, the campground to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Back again in the top of the 8th here on Flow Sports.
Now stepping to plate is the right fielder, number 33, Jordan Keevan.
We've got quite the game on our hands, a 28-4 score line. First pitch that Keevan sees, he sends far down the third baseline, foul, and just like that, the rain has really started to come back in this one. Keevan battling against Aiden Sloan, staying in the game for the Bombers. He's going to hit that one off the inside part of his bat. McAllister at third, picks up, but throws it away. That's going to stay in play and lead to a base runner on. Another error on the board for the Bombers today, and as that rain comes down, I have to imagine that ball is pretty slick in the hands.
Now stepping to the plate, third baseman, number 18, Jack Lucier.
It's been raining quite a bit in Brooks, Alberta for the last little while, and especially today, pretty much after our third inning of action. It's coming up now, number 18, Lucier. Sloan starting down, 0-2 in the count here. Not finding the strike zone on that one. A close call, but no. Sloan now finding himself down 0-3 in this count. We'll see how he battles back in this as he misses the strike zone yet again. That's going to be 2 base runners on here in the top of our 8th inning. Still no outs, and yet again, I'm just going to mention that rain really coming down. It's got to be hard to get a good grasp on the balls here.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Jaden Lusk.
Lusk making his way up, and he's showing off his power quite a bit in this one. So that's going to call for a mound visit here, trying to get their bearings, and I have nothing else to comment on. So weatherman Curtis Collins coming back here. This rain much worse than what we saw earlier. It went from a little bit of a drizzle, a little bit of a spit, to a real downpour. Not the thickest of raindrops, but definitely ones that are frequent. As we're ready to go yet again, 0-0 count. We'll start off with a big foul ball. That one shot down the line, left field side, and out of play. As we're ready to go again, Sloan has himself up in the count, 0-1. Not finding the strike zone there.
On Eden.
Sloan continuing to battle here. 1-1 the count as he is looking for his first out of the top of our 8th inning. Just not finding the strike zone now, down in the count. Swung on and fell to the same exact spot the first strike was. We now have ourselves a 2-2 count as Sloan 1-0 away from picking up the first out of this inning. The ever-present train horn, you can hear it in the background. Here at Oaks Field, as that is going to be a huge strikeout there by Sloan. That's train rolling through. 1 out on the board, 2 base runners. Sloan, no quitting this man. Coming up now is 34. It's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, Ashton Navarra. We'll see what Luera can do. Coming into the game, the right-handed bat. He's played 1 game so far this season, 0 at-bats. So far, with 7.1 innings pitched, he's found himself with a 2.45 ERA, 12 strikeouts to 3 walks. The Dawgs giving him a chance to swing that bat. We'll see how Sloan handles this. Finding the strike zone, the inside part.
Kick him out.
The Dawgs bullpen really coming alive here for their pitcher taking his hacks. Swinging on that one and fouling it out of play. They're loving what they're seeing, the energy on display. You can tell this is one of their pitchers just by the way they're reacting. As we'll see now, Sloan handles the right-handed bat. Ooh, one of the more ugly swings that I've seen. He realized that was a strike a little too late, and he jumps right down on it like he's splitting wood. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. 2 base runners still, but no runs allowed yet. As this is number 18, Lucier. 28, I missed the number. This is Jeremy Kuiper. That's on me. As the first pitch he sees, he'll foul back. That one off the mesh and causing a swarm of bugs to really come out. We'll see how Sloan handles the righty-on-righty matchup as he's ready with the second pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Beautiful stuff from Sloan here. We'll see how he continues facing off against the hot Kuiper. He's got 2 home runs already in this one. Pitch comes in, finding the strike zone, and that's going to get you out of the top of the 8th inning here at Elks Fields. The Bombers not allowing a run in the top of the 8th to keep the game 28-4.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. ICAST Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Yo, Dustin, you going?
Yes.
Can I join you guys? All right, let's go.
Whether it's on the ice or on our app, always play for the fun of the game. Gamble responsibly with Play Alberta.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
For over a century, we've been more than just lawyers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your strongest advocates. With 15 locations across the prairies, we're everywhere you are. Stringham, your local lawyers.
Coming up now, Dalen Jeffcoats. We'll see what he has in store in the bottom half of our 8th inning at Elks Field. New pitcher on the mound for the Okotoks Dawgs, right-hander Johnson. First pitch catching that top left part of the plate. And that's another big strike. 0-2. Ty Johnson finding the strike zone.
Come on, Dalen.
Yet again here. We'll see what Johnson has here with the throw. Pulling that one out of the strike zone. Just over cooking it a little bit. Bombers trailing quite a bit, trying to manufacture some runs here. 1-2, the count. Jeffcoats trying to stay alive. And that will find the strike zone. A huge call there. Jeffcoats, welcome back to the dugout. That looks to be Eric Mora making his way up now.
Pitch hitting for the Bombers, number 5, Eric Mora.
We'll see what Mora has in store here, the right-handed bat. First pitch finds the strike zone, and quite the frame job there. You hear some groans and moans out of the crowd. That one flying out of the zone. Johnson just gripping the ball a little too tight, it looks like.
Find the one you like.
As that one finding the strike zone, the top right part. Moore finds himself down 1-2 now with one out on the board. Johnson on the verge of picking up his second out. We'll see if Moore can stay alive here. The 1-2 pitch making its way in and getting called a strike. It's going to be the second one of the inning. Bain now making his way up.
Stepping to the plate, center fielder, number 13, Andrew Bain.
Bain coming up, trying to get some runs going. He did homer at Dawgs Field. One of our 2 games against the Gulls. He's a guy that's got some pop in that bat. First pitch he sees, he hits hard, just hits down the right side. Foul ball.
Think you can, Andrew. Let's go, kid. Find the one you want.
Bain taking his time, stepping out of the box here and trying to use that pace to his advantage. Finding himself down, but working through it. This pitch from Johnson comes in. He hits that hard to the first base side. He just barely out of the reach of the new first baseman in the game, and also just foul. So now it's 0-2, 2 outs on the board. Oh, and 2 outs. We'll see how Bain reacts now. That rain still coming down. Bain trying to battle through it. Swinging again here as that one off the end of the bat, going straight back to the mesh.
So they call it after this now?
It's a 24-run difference. So more likely than not, mercy rule and a plot in effect here. 0-2, 2 outs. Pitch comes in, foul straight back. Bain does not want this to end. He continues to battle, trying to get those big swings off. Takes a minute to reset, steps out of the box, and gets his routine in. We'll see what Bain can do here. We'll see if Gotham can be his. As we're ready to go now, Johnson with the pitch. Now went outside, watched the whole way by Bain. He now is working his way back into the count. 1-2 on the board. Dugout for the Dawgs, clapping it up over there as the pitch from Johnson comes in. And you hear a lot of cheering from the Dawgs dugout because they've become accustomed to that being a strike call. Now we find ourselves 2-2, a little premature celebration, but we're continuing on here. Two and 2 now on the board, 2 outs. Johnson with the pitch, swung on and missed by Bain, and that's gonna do it here at Elks Field. Mercy rule in effect will mean no 9th inning will be played. 28-4 the final. 22 hits the 7, 1 error to 3.
That's the ball game, folks. Tonight's Courtesy Games are brought to you by...
We'll see you next time. This has been Curtis Collings on the call, thanking you for tuning in, and from everyone here with the Brooks Bombers. We'll see you next time.